Warship foundered.
Hey team, it's Ripper here. Hope you guys are doing great today. Got a video with request by someone for the Smaland, and here it is. But before we begin, like, subscribe, bell button below, smash that like button if you like what we're doing here, and we're on our way to 600 subscribers. We're almost there. We'd like the help of support from all you guys, and I appreciate those who have already supported and are with us in the channel, also being a part of the team. Learning about the ships, sailing ships, shooting ships, tactics, procedures, whatever it is, and having a great time doing it as well. And you guys have been awesome, great community, great feedback, and it's also making us better as well because I learn something every day. Anyways, hey, we had per a request from the comments to do a Smaland video again. Smaland is still actually my second favorite now that the Forrest Sherman came out. But the Smaland is really one of those ships that is really something really annoying to mess with and to contend with when you're playing this game, and it still is one of the best DDs out there as well. Too bad it's not available for free XP anymore, but hopefully they'll bring it back one day. Anyways, if you hadn't seen, the World of Warships have released a new update. The new patch is 11.3, and if you read the dev blog, it actually talks about fixing the reload issue that it had. The tick issue where the servers would only cycle so fast, and they say they actually had fixed it. So being a Smaland, it's got one of the fastest reloads in the game. So this is also an experiment to see, does the new update actually show and reflect the new gun firepower reload, and we'll see it as we go before. So anyways, what we're talking about today is the capabilities, not only teamwork Smaland, but also obviously the new updates. See any new kind of graphics that you notice. I love the graphics, by the way. Look at the ocean and just the gun. When you see the guns shoot and they see the gunpowder and the explosions, the smoke, the attention to detail that Wargaming does is incredible. I think that they did a really good job with this ship, and if you haven't heard, they've actually moved their headquarters out of Moscow. I think the majority of their production was in Cyprus anyways, according to all the dev blog guys, and I think that's good. I think that they're actually doing what is right and getting away from all of Russia, and I don't think they, the least amount of support for what they're doing over there is probably the best for the world. So anyways, what we're doing here, what do I do first? I grab onto the first DDIC and become a friend. Teamwork, I always want to compliment teamwork, and here's an example of it right now. We see if you grab your friend, Kleber here, another destroyer, pair up and become a wolf pack. 2 versus 1 is going to be really good. Here we go. Pop the radar. This is why the Smaland's so deadly right here. Popping radar within 7.5. I knew that was the case. He can't escape our radar. It's going to last about 20 seconds plus, and we are just going to rain hell on him. And then guess what? Kleber's going to finish him off with his reload booster. And this Shimakaze's not having a great day at all. Look at that. Teamwork right there makes the dream work. And I have to applaud the Kleber right there. Not only knowing what to do, what to spot, and how to use the destroyer pairing as a really, really good tactic to really counterplay a lot of, not only kamikaze destroyers capping, as well as providing 2 destroyers to shoot at rather than 1. And you notice we're taking some of the shots, Kleber's taking some of the shots, and it preserves a lot of our health, and we maximize our guns to bear on a target. So that was really, really good. There's Atlantico, guys. If you don't know, the new update has the new Atlantico. It's in the dockyard, and you can see I pretty much melt the Atlantico, and all my other teammates do as well. Is it a good ship? I don't know. I don't have it yet, but just playing it a couple of times, I've noticed that they're always running away. They really can't. It's not a Schlieffen, basically. You can't really push in really well with the secondaries that I've seen, unless I haven't played it. Now, my tactics are different for secondary ships. Maybe from what I've seen so far, I'm just going to go ahead and tickle me not impressed right now. But anyways, we haven't gotten it. We'll get it and do a review for you in the future. But again, what was the name of the game today? Really just showing the tactics and teamwork and gameplay. Again, what's the first thing I do when I'm a destroyer? I latch onto another destroyer. It's like, hey, I'm covering you. We're going to go together. No matter what they do, I'm going to follow them, keep them alive, because the more destroyers you keep alive in the game, pretty much the most versatile, I would say, ship in the game is the destroyer for not only capping, AA, spotting, gunboating, torping. Again, everything that you can really think of imaginable in the game that you can do is done in the destroyer. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back. We've already capped A. Looks like the other enemy team is not really doing much, and we're just going to take some free shots at Atlantico. And here it is. I'm just going to just fire at him and see what happens. I mean, I want to see if his secondaries are as they say it is. It's supposed to be pretty big, accurate secondaries, and we'll see if the advertisements are true. start a fire on him, and let's look at the reload I'm getting here. 1.2 with Fearless Brawler. Does it really seem like 1.2? Yeah, we won't know until maybe towards the Adrenaline Rush kicks in a little bit more, and maybe at the end of the game we'll see. But I mean, I've noticed that the gun reload really is kind of like the same. I don't really notice a difference. I'm not really clicking the mouse. I'm just like holding down the mouse 1 here and seeing what happens. Zeton, he's trying to push in. Very bad mistake on his part, trying to push into gunboat destroyers as well as another battleship. He's going to be outnumbered, outgunned, and we're going to start a fire on him as well. Going ahead and pushing back to our team. It's smart to stay alive and don't go out there and die and try to be a one-man army. I did notice I've died a lot of times doing that. It's better just stick with your team and stay with your friendly DD, keeping him alive as well. You keeping the friendly DD alive, you keep as many destroyers on your team alive, you're going to win a game. So you're going to have a good day. I like saying that. This Zeton is not having a good day as well. He is pushing in solo, and I don't think that's probably smart on his part. But anyway, it's a game. Have fun. No problem there. I probably would have done the same thing if I was in the Zeton, because my team seems to be abandoning him, or his team seems to be abandoning him. We've got the Massachusetts coming in, and I go ahead and beach on the nice visuals of rocks here. Seems like the new update has a little bit more better visuals of trees, terrain. I still like the ocean. I just look at it, and the ocean's just gorgeous right there. Anyways, our team, I almost thought about pushing up the middle on 2 brothers here, but I decided not to because I didn't want to kill myself right away. I want to actually, do something that's tactically sound and makes sense and doesn't just kill me right away. But we're going to go ahead and go back towards the Alpha Cap with Kleber and sail in towards the, I would say, let's see if we push the rest of the team, the enemy team there at Bravo, and we'll try to cap Bravo as well. So a couple of things that I like about the Smaland. If you don't know, while we got some dead time sailing here, things I like about the Smaland is it's kind of like a mixture of a Holland and another Friesland, putting them together, because not only are the guns, the primary focus is the guns, because the guns, especially if you've seen the build I do, reaches out to 13.7. So this is pure DD gunboat, and I noticed I didn't really build it for concealment, because I've got 7.5 radar. If I need it, I can pop it, or I can just drive into somebody and let them fire at me, because that's the first mistake they'll do, is fire at me, because now they've revealed a position and just opened up my fast-firing guns on them. So that's a tactic I can use now, because 6.8 to 6.2 concealment, does that 6.2 really buy me anything? Not really, because I'm an open water gunboat. I can't smoke up or anything. I'm gonna go reveal myself eventually. So why, sacrifice 4 points when I can go for range, which I think is way more useful. See, as you can see right here, I'm reaching out and touching this Ibuki out to 13.7 kilometers if I needed to, but if I didn't, I wouldn't have this kind of a reach as before. I think the reach is usually around 11.5, somewhere around there, and you notice I wouldn't have been able to do this had I not had the gun range modification, and I think that's really good for the Smaland, and the rate of fire is just phenomenal there. Of course, building for rate of fire no matter what, max AFT, max Fearless Brawler, everything I can do, get the guns down as fast as I possibly can. That's my favorite weapon to use. Again, another aspect of the Smaland, it's got torps. Now, they're not like Holland torps, but they're close enough. I mean, I would say they're 70 plus knots, which is fairly all you really need. And you got 2 less tubes than you normally would on a Holland. Instead of 10, you launch 8. So not bad at all. Has the radar, which is also another great aspect of a gun DD boat, because it allows you to pop somebody a DD likes wants to hide in smoke, as you're going to see later. That is a really great tactic I love using, and hopefully we can get it to Sabuki. Boom! RIP, first kill of the game. He's back to 40, and we are having some fun now, aren't we, folks? Now, Marceau, one of my favorite destroyers as well, also fun destroyer to shoot. You really got to lead the Marceau really, really long. Like, I'm putting the 16 and 14 tick mark out there, and let the travel time, let the Marceau just drive right into my shells. That's the only way to counter it, really. Otherwise, he's got to run away. The other aspect of the Smaland I like is the heals. The heals are pretty decent for what it's supposed to do. I mean, you got 3 of them, too. Holland's even better heals, because you got a lot of them. Of course, you got the engine boost, which really helps the Smaland get out of a bad situation. Holland's got it as well. I think the engine speed boost is really just to get you out of dodge in case of you kind of correcting for mistakes that you usually do in the Smaland, because you're open water gunboating, you're revealing your position, you got to get out there. Again, you notice I'm still hugging the Kleber. Again, if you hug each other, stay together, work together, I really have to applaud the Kleber and everything that we're working together, communicating, and maximizing our gun power, spotting power, capping power all together. It's a really scary thing to deal with two destroyers, because you notice Marceau cannot drive in. He's running away. I've noticed it. The last time that me and the Kleber were going in, we had the Shimakaze run away from the A-cap. Again, a really, really strong aspect is having at least teaming up with another destroyer and keeping them alive. That's my tactic right there. Marceau is becoming a really big nuisance, shooting long distance, but he's revealing his position, so we'll go ahead and open up and see if we can get a lucky shot in here. Kleber is already doing a good job alone. We're just providing some annoying gunfire as well, some supporting fire, shooting anything we can. Maybe we'll get a lucky shot in there. It's a couple lucky shells, any kind of HP damage we can. Boom, there's one hit right there. Hey, any hit we can do to cause this thing to die faster is really a plus. And boom, Kleber takes him out. Good job there. Now we're going to go ahead and cap Bravo. But hold on, we got a Ruprecht coming up the middle here. A Ruprecht, if you don't know, is the tier 9 version of the Schlieffen. I really like the Ruprecht because of the secondaries. I think the Ruprecht does a better job than the Atlantico. And although it's not the same tier, I just think that the German battleships do a way better job than, I think, in secondary firepower than, let's say, Atlantico. Atlantico has bigger guns, I get it, but I just don't think the reload and I don't know if the distance reaches out to like 12 to 12 and a half that the Ruprecht and the Schlieffen do, but we'll have to check it out. But I don't think the Atlantico is as good. Again, also the damage con, the German battleships like the Schlieffen and the Ruprecht have the quick damage cons like the Soviet battleships do, the quick reload. Oh, here we go. We're spotted. Who's shooting at us? Okay, Cossack. He outspots us, but he's open firing, which reveals his position. We have radar on standby in case he wants to smoke up. The British destroyers have those quick pops. Here he goes. Pop smoke, and he is done. He thinks he can hide in this quick reloading smoke, but unfortunately, that's not the case. We're going to go ahead and lead him as he backs up, and he's going to go full forward now, and we're just going to let the shells do the rest. And boom, RIP, second killie of the day, and we are out of here. Oh my gosh, here's the problem we're running into right now. We're spotted by something out here. Yep, it is the Ragnar. Oof, one of my favorite destroyers as well. He is another nuisance. Have you noticed the European destroyers are super strong? Ragnar, Holland, Smaland. I mean, these things are ridiculous. I've got to get out of dodge, hit the speed books, and hit the afterburner. We're out of here. And we don't have time to mess with her here. We go undetected. He's taking quick pot shots. Always remember to juke left, right. Making sure that, hey, you don't get that lucky shot that's going to land, because we are literally holding this ship together with duct tape and bubble gum, and we got to get out of here. We are not going to mess around with the Ragnar. He's got radar. He's got accurate 151 millimeter guns. We do not want to play around. And Ruprecht is also pushing our position, who also has hydro. So we got to get out of here. Our healing is on cooldown. So we're going to have to wait another 30 seconds before we can recuperate and, rebuild our ship here. Sending some preemptive torps out there just in case we get a lucky shot, and that would save us as well. But we got to get out of here because Ruprecht is also pushing up the middle in Two Brothers. And we cannot cap or do anything right now because of our health. All while being patient and waiting for the rest of our team to come back down. So we got our Odin is coming in from the northwest. Shejong is going to go ahead and cap Charlie, while we got the Marvel and the Ohio holding off the Conqueror over there. And we're going to see if we can hold and just wait. Again, sometimes it's all about patience as well. Being patient allows you to see what the enemy will do and also make a mistake, because somebody's going to make a mistake, I've noticed in this game, because a lot of people are impatient. People want to play games because they're not patient. They want to go do something. They're bored just sitting there. They just don't like that feeling of not doing something. So we're going to go ahead and continue spotting the Ruprecht. Wow. Here we go. Ragnar opens up, and mistake on his part. He reveals his position while his guns are facing. We're going to go ahead and shoot our rapid-firing guns and see if we can knock this guy out. There's one hit. Fire also. Let's see if we can. Our guns will reload faster than his. Let's see if we can knock him out. Come on. Boom. RIP. Third killie of the day. He is out of the game. Our position is revealed. We might as well go ahead and try to burn down the Ruprecht and take him out, which would give us the advantage of teammates. And just look at that rapid fire. Now, I noticed his gun. Look at the dispersion. He has got nothing on us. I'm not really worried. Yep, angling away, destroyer, as well as at range. Again, I like the gun range on this thing because with the rapid fire and the gun range, it really pushes the distance between you and a secondary battleship, so you don't have to fear much about it as well. Hey, again, if you guys like what we're doing here, like, subscribe, bell button below, comment, like, dislike about anything, what we can do better to support the channel, and appreciate. We're on our way to 600 subscribers, and we cannot thank you guys enough. We're having a blast doing this. Anyways, get back to the action. Gun firing boat on the Ruprik right now. We've got our Odin, who's also helping us out. So, I mean, having a destroyed gunboat in support of a secondary battleship really, really helps, because it gets an annoying factor to the battleship to make mistakes, not only just focus on a battleship and do brawling, but also allows me to, you know, give a really big nuisance that really helps the other teammate out. And boom, that's how we win the game. And that is the Smaland. The tactics you can use for it: it's a destroyer hunter, it's a gunboater, it's a torper, it's a capper, it's a spotter, it does everything. 3 kills for the game. We are #1 in the team. Hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think below. And again, thanks for all the support. Until next time, you guys stay safe, and we'll see you around for the next video. Cheers.